The overhead here, let's talk about some ingredients that we're going to need to make because we're doing chicka bow wow fajita tacos today for Valentine's Day / Taco Tuesday / any day of the week. We're going to use some beautiful white corn tortillas that we've got fresh there in the packaging. We've got a bevy of fresh ingredients here. We've got a clove of garlic all by its lonesome there. We've got some cilantro. We've got some peppers here, some tomatoes, we got a little lime, and we've got some onion, all pre-diced up, ready to go. So you don't have to sit and watch me choppy for an extended period of time. We also whipped up a little avocado crema here, right? Jen did the avocado crema before the show because she is the avocado master. And we've got a little bit of cheese we're going to add in there as well. What did you put in your avocado crema?
Some fresh avocados, obviously, some lime juice, a little bit of salt and pepper, and what am I missing?
Something else.
I think that
pretty close.
Yeah. Is that all? Yeah, because I didn't put in onions this time.
No, because we're not doing a guacamole. We made a crema with it. So we got that ready to go. And we popped our little garlic out here, which we're going to be adding into our pan here momentarily. Speaking of that, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, hi, Fluffy. Let's go ahead and get some heat on these pans back here. Turn the stove on so everything is ready to go. And factually, I just noticed here my little camera is frozen because the lids are off the pans.
Oh,
so yeah,
that would make sense then. In Montana, they have 6 inches of fluffy snow for the floof. Oh, I bet Lily's loving
There goes the
that.
floof right there. I got the camera reactivated, and you can see the wandering floof ball go through the kitchen here. Let's go ahead and get a little olive oil into our pans here so we're all ready to go, and we're going to get those heated up. We had a lovely in-person class last night. We were teaching down at our Honeycomb Kitchen Shop partner in downtown Rogers. That was a lot of fun, right? A lot of couples having a good time, getting their Valentine's Day kicked off with some flavor, so that was awesome. There we go. Into the compost. We take off that nice woody bit there. Let's go ahead and flip that over and hope all of our cameras. We've had some internet and things going on. That's what happens when you live on a mountaintop. Sometimes things disconnect and all that kind of good stuff. All right. And we're going to smash this garlic down just like so, and we're going to mince it up. 1 large clove of garlic should be plenty here. And this is really all the chop and prep we're going to do today because we have everything else, with the exception of our fresh cilantro ready to go. And so we're going to mince this down. This is going to go in with our chicken, which we're going to break down our chicken here and get that ready to go in just a moment. Okay. So for using fajita style chicken, one of my favorite cuts to use, which we're going to go ahead and get going here momentarily, is chicken thighs. Okay. Chicken thighs are probably one of the more forgiving cuts of the poultry bird, of the chicky licky. It's a dark meat. It retains moisture very well, and it's got a lot more flavor. But if you prefer to not use like a dark meat or a chicken thigh, chicken breast, chicken tenders, any sort of chicken that you want to use will be just fine in this. But when it comes to doing a pan saute here, they're quite forgiving. They hold moisture, like I said, a lot better than other cuts of chicken. So we're going to go ahead. Let's move this cutting board over to the side and use a separate cutting board, of course, because we're using raw protein here. And I'm going to go ahead and grab out my boning knife so we can go ahead and cut this down. Okay, let's go to the overhead. And right here, we've got our boneless chicken thighs. These have been deboned. You can buy the ones with bone in, but you will want to remove the bone for this recipe, which isn't horribly hard to do, but it can be a little bit tedious if you've never done it before. Okay, and just for the sake of keeping it real and keeping my hands as sanitary as possible, I'm going to throw on a pair of gloves here because we are dealing with raw poultry. And then I have other ingredients. All right, so you can see we've got moisture right here as well from this chicken, and we're going to actually pat these dry when we get them onto the cutting board. So I'm going to go ahead and just get that excess moisture off here. And I've got some paper towel. Now we compost a lot of things. Don't ever put raw or cooked meat into your compost. That's one big no-no there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get as much moisture off of these just by patting them dry. Never, ever, ever, ever wash your poultry in your sink. That's kind of a old school thing people used to do. Some people still do it, but you should not do that. All you are doing is splashing chicken bacteria all around your sink by doing that. When you cook chicken to an internal temperature of 165 degrees, you will kill any sort of nasty that is on there, whether it be bacterial or otherwise. So there's no need to rinse chicken or turkey, okay? That's a thing of the past. You need to get out of that habit if you're doing that. No need for that, okay? So as you can see, this is how the thigh would be right there, just like that. If you had a bone in it and they've just gone ahead, these are pre-prepped and the bone has been removed, okay? What we want to do here is go ahead and remove any excess fat that we have, and that's why we're going to use a boning knife. Right here, you can see there's a big chunk of fat right there. So let's grab our knife. And that's the first thing we're going to do is we are going to get any of this excess fat removed, okay? A little bit of fat, not a big deal, but those big hunks, let's go ahead and remove those. Right there's another one. Let's slice that off. And just clean these up a little bit, okay? This one's got a little bit right there as well. Let's go ahead and slice that off. And if it's just a scant amount like right there, don't worry about getting everything perfect. And then we're going to lay these out flat, give them a little press down. And what we're going to do is cut these down to size, okay? We're going to go ahead, use our knife, slice that right through there. And we're going to basically cube these out, okay? We're basically just going to cube these out. So we're going to go ahead using a nice sharp blade and slice right through there. And cut these into about 1-inch cubes. Whenever you're cooking any sort of protein, it will decrease in volume roughly by about 40 to 50%. So if you cut them down too small, they will dry out regardless of what cut of meat it is. So we want to give it a little bit of side on the air there and do about 1-inch cubes there, okay? They will reduce down in size. Let's go ahead and get these all ready to go. There we go. Now, the warmer your chicken gets, the more difficult it is going to be to work with. We left these in the fridge basically right before we started the show here. So even in that amount of time, they start to get a little slippery. So you want to be very careful that they don't move on you too much. There's one, got that all cubed out, split in half. So it's just a little easier to work with, right? And we're going to just keep cutting that down. Okay.
I'm wondering if anybody has plans for Valentine's Day. Anybody else cooking in the kitchen or doing anything special?
Valentine's Day is a great day to cook in the kitchen versus going out to eat. A lot of people like to go out to eat on Valentine's Day, right? The problem with that is like a lot of major holidays, and I worked in the restaurant industry for quite some time, is you will often find that the quality of restaurants goes down on Valentine's Day. Not because they intend that, but just because everyone goes out and they're so busy that they're cranking out food that you'll often see a decrease in quality. There's lots and lots of stories of people having bad Valentine's restaurant deals, and they're just trying to keep up. So if you do go out to eat and stuff is taking a little longer, just enjoy the day, enjoy the love, have an extra glass of wine, and let that service staff and that kitchen staff do their best for you and don't cause a ruckus. Never fails. I've been on the other side of it. I know.
Oh, people get impatient.
People get
impatient all the time now, though.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so we've got our chicken out here. Now let's go ahead and season it, all right? And I removed the glove from one hand. And of course, if you're going chicken, don't forget to let her buck, 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 buck. Right here, one of our beautiful seasonings, and we're just going to go ahead and do a Do a nice season here. I got my other glove hand on, so we can go ahead and just season this right on the board. You can do this in the pan if you want to, but I'm trying to illustrate, right? We're trying to illustrate. Now, this is going to be great. Give us a lot of great flavor here, but we are doing them fajita style as well. There we go. Just get a nice light coating. Make sure we got that worked all the way around there. In order to do that, I'm going to walk right over to the spice cabinet of doom here. And I'm going to grab out our good friend. Anytime we're doing any sort of Hispanic cooking, we get our good friend cumin. Okay, that's going to give us that nice flair. And so we're going to go ahead and sprinkle that cumin right over the top there. Absolutely wonderful. And let's go ahead and mix that in. Make sure we get some nice even coverage there. Okay, there we go. Let's see how our stove cam's doing. Well, it's still there. Let's see if I come into frame here.
Okay.
Pan should be hot here, medium to medium height. Oh, and we're working. We're cooking. Yep. And we got a nice sizzle. That's what we want to see. We're going to get all the beautiful seasoned chicken thigh right in there. I'm going to get my cutting board into the sink. I'm going to get my glove off. And I'm going to grab myself a wooden spoon, wooden spoon, wooden spoon. We're going to make sure we work that oil all over the bottom of the pan there. Get that all, and aromatics are coming, kids. Aromatics are coming. Now, we want to wait on our garlic just a little bit here because that garlic, we're cooking at medium-high heat, right? So we throw that garlic into the pan right now. It's going to burn by the time our chicken is done. We want to get that beautiful garlicky flavor in there, but we want to wait on that a little bit, okay? So we're going to get that going there. Working that chicken, make sure we spread out, get all that surface area of that pan there so it's not stacked up, so we get everything cooked through. Remember, we're looking for an internal temperature of 165 degrees. So we're going to get that rocking and rolling there. And then on the pan, you can see it on. You can see it on, right? We got our olive oil over there. Let's start getting our onions in this pan. We're going to start working our vegetables down in this other pan. Now, this is also medium to high heat because we want to get a little of that pan char goodness going on there. We're going to wait on our peppers just a moment and let those onions activate with flavor.
Montana
Nice.
says pulled pork standos, coleslaw, and a box of chocolates is their Valentine's Day.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. That sounds absolutely delicious. All right, big chunks, right? Big chunks of onion there. They will reduce in size, but we want a good bite here. We're doing fajita style street tacos. Look at, we're already getting color. I'll flip that over there. We're already getting color. We're cooking away. We got smells going. We got chicken rocking. I'm loving it.
It does smell good already.
It does. And this is so easy to whip up tacos like this, right? Tacos are the epitome of fun food, okay? If you're doing tacos and you're stressed out and you're not having a good time, you're doing it wrong. You're not tacoing at an ultimate level there, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and grab a little seasoning for our onions as well. Guess what I'm going to use? Guess what? Of course, Mountain Magic. A little garlicky onion go-to here. We're going to build layers of flavor there, get a little bit in the pan. Let's add a little more dash of olive oil here. Sizzle, sizzle, kids. Oh, I lost an onion there somewhere. Oh, it's right there. It didn't go on the floor. We're good. Flipping things out of the pan. I'm excited for tacos and Tuesday when they come together, and Valentine's Day. There's just so much love and flavor going on today. I barely contain myself. All right, let's go ahead and move that chicken around. We want to make sure that we get those sides right. We want to cook those sides, get that texture, get that flavor, get that seasoning going on there. Make sure they get love all the way around. Let's move them in the pan, shake them about. There we go. Doing good.
It smells so good.
Already. Oh, yeah. All right. Loving it. Let's get that camera over there. You see what I'm going on. All right. Onions are working, right? Let's go ahead and move a few of these fresh ingredients onto the board here. Let's go ahead now and add in our green and red bell pepper over to the side pan here. They're also very rigid, right? Very rigid cellular walls when it comes to green and bell pepper. So you don't have to wait as long as you would other vegetables that are softer. If you're, cooking down cucumbers or zucchinis, for example, not that you would put those in a street taco, but I'm just trying to give you an example of like a softer vegetable that cooks extremely fast, right? Not as rigid cellular walls. So you would wait until those onions are darn near completion before you throw those kinds of water bearing, not as rigid vegetables into your pan, right? But bell peppers, they've got that going on. We're just shaking it about here. Let's go ahead and flip that back over to the stove cam and show you some shaking action. All right, look, we got it going. And look, already, we're getting color. Work them in that pan there.
That looks good. Last night at the class, we did a roasted red pepper soup.
Yeah, that was fabulous.
It was good. Takes a while to get those peppers roasted down, though.
Yeah, it does. All right. We've got active cooking happening here. We are coming to Tacoville, population you and I. Let's go ahead and get some of our cilantro ready to go. Let's go back to the cutting board. There we go. We're in the corner. Taking our blade at a 45-degree angle. Let's slide that off and put those stems into the compost. Got a few stragglers there. Let's go ahead and bundle and let's chop. Okay, let's go ahead, rock that blade, get some freshness going on here. Join your friends. Keep your fingers out of the way, kids, right? That's the key. We don't want to cut ourselves. We don't want to get our blade up too high. Let's go ahead and go there. Now, street tacos, right? Not typically a tomato type of taco, but we've got some tomatoes, so we're going to dice those up, add a little fresh pop there as well. That's a great thing about not only all of our recipes that we bring forward here on Kitsch for you to try and up your flavor game at home, right? But we really pride ourselves on making stuff customizable. If you want to throw tomatoes in your tacos, do it. You don't like tomatoes? Don't. Who cares? If you enjoy it, you're doing just fine, right? We had this talk last night in our class about steak because we did we did crostinis, right, with beef tenderloin, beautiful crostinis, right? And we talked about, if you're doing that, the chefy optimal temperatures, a nice medium to medium rare, right? Some people don't like that, and I told people, if you want it well done, bring it up. We'll cook it more for you. You eat what you want to eat, right? Do it. Live your best life, okay? Let's go ahead and give those veggies, keep them moving. Sauteing them. There we go. Absolutely great. Chicken's coming along nicely. There we go. Loving it. Loving every minute of it. Let's get our tomatoes ready to go here as well. We got a little lime here. We're going to give it just a little spritz of lime juice at the end as well. So we're going to go ahead and quarter these out real quickly here. I'm going to get our veg, when that is done, onto a plate. I'll use that same pan. I'll give it a quick wipe out here. We'll warm up our tortillas a little bit.
That sounds good.
Jen likes a warm tortilla, and so do I. I mean, that's just, for all the differences, we have so many things in common. One of them is warm tortillas.
Yes. If you want me to help with that, let me know.
Oh, I got it. You just relax. It's Valentine's Day. You just relax. I got it.
Awesome.
Awesome, she says. Awesome. Couldn't agree more. Quartering out our tomatoes here. Those are looking lovely. Beautiful color on those. Getting everything prepped, repped, ready to rock and roll. Let's check our veg here. That's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead now.
Do you want to switch cameras or not yet? Nope.
Chicken's pretty close to being done. Want a little more color on there. Look at all that. Looking good. We want to make sure, obviously, it's cooked all the way through. We can temp those. I can tell they need a couple more minutes. I'm actually going to switch burners there so you can see the veg right there. Our peppers, onions. Now let's go ahead. This is the point, because we're getting near completion, that we're going to drop in our little garlicky goodness right into our veg. It doesn't matter. You can do it in with your chicken. I'm going to do it in with the veg because it's at the point I'm ready for it. either way, it's going in a taco. You're going to consume it one way or another, right? It's all one vessel. So you can do it in either one.
It's so easy to burn garlic if you do it too soon.
Right. So you want to wait until that last minute. We're going to saute that down. Look at that. Look at that. Smelling absolutely fabulous. Getting that garlic going, keeping it moving, right? We just give it that nice little toss there. I get a little excited. I need some deeper pans there, I think, for doing my tossing. Or I just need to settle down a touch. Let me grab a plate out here. And I can put my veg on. Listen to all that sizzling goodness. Listen to that. Doing good. And I think we're looking pretty good there. Out of the pan. There we go. Look at that. Clean pan right there. Beautiful veg. Let's bring it over here to the overhead. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Glistening, softened up. Not too soft though, right? We don't need it too soft because we want to have a little bit of a bite to it, a little bit of a body. We don't want mush, okay? We're doing fajita styles here. Chicken's coming along. I'm going to get a little bit of a sear on these as well. They are pretty much done. I just want a little bit more color. Just a touch. Make sure we get her there. I'm going to go ahead and break a few of these up here just with the back of my paddle. Might be a little large, so we want nice bites, right? So that's how tender it is. I can go right through it. Very little effort with my wood paddle there. And let's take a peek. Oh, yeah. Cooked all the way through. Let's just get a little bit more color on that just for good measure. Pan back on. I'm going to just grab a quick paper towel here.
Switch the camera.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm so sorry. There we go. Just give a quick wipe out here. And let's go ahead and toast up some tortillas here. Now, I'm going to show you. There's lots of ways to do tacos, right? I'm going to show you a fun way here. This is why I told Jen, I was like, you just relax. We're going to try a little bit different toasty method here.
I think it's the zipper one, isn't it? That you pull across.
There ain't no zipper.
Oh.
There ain't no zipper. I got it. I got it. Nice hot medium heat there. Let's go ahead and take that chicken off. Turn that heat off. That is done. We're going to put that in there. Now, what I'm going to do here, and we're doing corn tortillas here, okay? If you prefer flour, there you go. Do flour. But what I'm going to do here, and this is a street taco, and typically there's not cheese on a street taco, but fajitas, they often, in American Mexican restaurants, will serve it with a little shredded cheese. And what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to put this cheese in the pan here and melt this on the toasted tortilla. Didn't see that coming, did ya? She giggles. She's going to love it. So we're going to go ahead, get that nice and toasty there. Let's go ahead and grab out a little flip-floppity-doo. And also to help speed that process along a little bit and make sure that cheese gets melted, I'm just going to grab the top there. It's going to go ahead and cook the bottom, and then we can keep that heat in and melt that cheese on top and create an ultimate chicken taco bite. All right. And I'm speaking of chicken, let's get our chicken out of the pan here. Oh, that smells absolutely wonderful. Let's go ahead and give you that overhead on the big camera there. Look at that. Chicken licky all the way through. Cooked all the way through. We can go ahead and take that. Fully cooked now. Put that right on the cutting board. Look at that beautiful steam coming up there. Absolutely wonderful.
That looks great.
Just like that. Here we go. We got all of our beautiful ingredients together. Keep that pan back there. Let's go ahead, click it back over to the stove here. Only takes a few moments. Okay, I'm gonna grab a festive-y colored plate out. Festive. And look, melty cheese right there. How quick and awesome is that, right? Let's go ahead, get that out. There's your nice toastiness on the bottom, okay? And we've got melty cheese on top. Let's build a taco. There we go. Melty. Delicious. All right, and we've got our veg here. We've got everything ready to, oh, stay on there now. Getting carried away there, taco. All right, let's find some nice pieces of chicken here, smaller ones. And I'm just going to layer that down in there. Just like so. Let's grab a fork. Get our veg mixture, right like that. Get our colors there. We got some red pepper. We got some onion. Let's get a couple green in there as well. Does it not already feel like a fiesta? I'm telling you. Now we can come in with our guacamole crema, and we're going to give Jen a nice, healthy dose of that right down the center there. Oh,
great.
Just like so. Let's give a little spritz of lime. Just a little spritz. We don't need to break out the big squeezy there. Let's get her some tomato as well. Here's where we got the temperature difference coming on, right? We want some fresh, vibrant temperature change as well. So we're going to just set that tomato right in there along that beautiful avocado crema that Jen whipped up earlier. Look at that. And then let's go ahead and just give a little bit of that cilantro action. Just like so. And I'm going to wipe my hands with a paper towel.
Yummy.
And it's that easy. It's that easy. Look at that. Piles of flavor. We did this start to finish, 34 minutes, right? While doing a live show. You can go ahead and make this same thing in probably 20 minutes flat. Let's go ahead and give you that above view there. Look at all the color, flavor. Awesome. Let's go. Let's go. And you got a nice toasty tortilla. Remember not to over toast, but look at all that color on that is fabulous.
Ooh.
All right, Jen.
Oh, I get to taste it.
Yeah, this is all you.
Awesome.
This is all you. Come on, girl. Happy Valentine's Day. I made you a taco.
It's the perfect Valentine's gift.
Well,
Taco Tuesday on Valentine's Day.
There you go.
Ooh, I like the cheese there.
Right? And melting that cheese a little bit helps hold everything in there as well.
Yeah, that looks really, really good. I'm going to have to bite this in so it doesn't fall out. Got a little crunch. Really, really yummy.
You liking that?
Mm-hmm.
There you go, kids. Chicken fajita tacos for your Valentine's Day. Now,
pretty easy, huh?
Very easy, right? So, dudes, if you're looking to impress, there's your easy recipe. She'll love you forever. All it takes is a little Taco Tuesday love, right? Don't worry, you're fine. You're good. You're absolutely good. So there we go. Thank you for joining us here on Kitsch.com on this day of love, Valentine's Day, as we rocked out some chicken fajita tacos and showed you how to up your flavor game in under a half hour. How easy is that? If you haven't followed us on Facebook or Instagram, there's links below. We used our letter buck seasoning today, paired with a little cumin to make our own taco seasoning here for our chicken. That and all of our sauces and seasonings are available on our website at www.montanamaxbbq.com, and we invite you to check out more recipes and fun things there as well. I am Montana Max. This little love of my life is Miss Kansas City Jen. And as always, for those about to cook,
we salute you.
We sure do. Happy Valentine's
Day, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.